Hey guys, how's it going? So today's texture pack is called the September After the Fallout texture pack. It's a really cool texture pack and it's a post-apocalyptic HD texture pack. It's supposed to be a dark, kind of like, dim feel. Kind of like, how it was supposed to be look like after the way it was after the, post-apocalyptic moments and all that good stuff. So anyways, if you notice my voice any differently, it's because I'm sick. Ironic, right? How I happen to be sick almost like so many times, but it's the freaking weather where I live. That, or I just don't know how to take care of myself. Meaning like food-wise. I gotta change a lot of things actually. Well anyways you guys, hopefully you do enjoy this review and thank you guys so much for the support. I believe I'm like at the 1950 subscribers. I mean from what I'm looking at, I don't know if I'll lose any after this, but thank you guys so much. It really means a lot. The fact that I'm like 50 away from another huge milestone, and hopefully I got something pretty planned for that. So anyways, let's start off with the review. I don't like wasting so much time, especially since it's Saturday, and I know you guys just want to watch and all this, whatever. Anyways, right here we have the wooden fence and the wooden gate. Check out the grass and the dirt terrain. A lot of HD texture designs are really put into this thing. It's actually really cool and it's very interesting. I love the way the sun does look because it's circular and it does look like an actual sun. It's like perfect size. Right here is the dragon egg. Perfect coloring in my opinion because a nice dark blue purple kind of feel to it. Kind of does give it like if it's something like epic is going to come out of that thing. And right here we have the end stone, which is also colored very, very awesomely. And right here we have the portal to the end. Just look at the way those things around the portal looks, and just look at the portal itself. It looks like it's like you're looking at the stars, the galaxy. Now let's check it out. Let's go in there and let's see what it does. Alright, so right here next to me is an enderman. Let me just punch this guy down here and let him die. So right here what I'm standing on top of always is the bedrock. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know that when you enter this place in the first place. Wow, that was a weird way to word something. So of course, this texture pack is kind of like dark, especially in the end itself. The end stone is, dark. And of course the end itself is always dark. Unless you have something to brighten up your screen, I highly recommend that you do it. But other than that, it's not, unbearable. You could still see and maneuver around like what everything else is supposed to look like. And right here is that little beacon that heals the dragon. I keep forgetting the name of this thing, so I'm just gonna call it a beacon every time. But if you know the name of it, feel free to tell me. Because I don't want to make a mistake and have you guys like saying, oh dude, this is what it's called. Okay? I'm just kidding. I love you. Alright, so let's check out the overworld. And right here we have the iron bars along with the sugar canes. And it's surprisingly, you guys, when you see the rest of the textures that I'm about to show you, it's kind of interesting how this 32 by 32 texture pack can still have a 64 by 64 kind of feel. It's actually really amazing in my opinion. So right here we have a cobblestone, we have our stone, our diamond, our gold, our iron, our coal, our lapis, and our redstone. What I do love about them is the fact that they're all circular. They kind of look like an emerald, like an actual emerald, kind of like, circular movement kind of thing. And it's actually really cool. I actually do love the way the designs are chosen, especially the coal. Has like that nice dark coal, like if you touch it, it'll be like all smudged and stuff. That's actually really interesting for me. Right here we have the bedrock. It's surprising because it did look like the obsidian when we were over there in the end. Or was it the obsidian? But either way, we have the iron block, the gold block, the diamond block, and the lapis block. Look at the way the texture designs are put into those two blocks. It's actually really cool. Here's the stone bricks, the moss stone, clay, your other stone bricks, your nether brick. I believe that's glowstone, soul sand, nether rack, and I think I forgot what that one was. So right here we have the glass block. So this one is a little bit more ideal because you can still tell the difference between a block and an actual like invisible block itself. So right here we have the wooden blocks, the wood tree blocks, the dirt, the sand, sandstone, gravel, sponge, another wood block, pumpkin, mycelium, and jack-o'-lantern, and the TNT. TNT, I do love the way the color design is chosen for it because there's a little time on the top, and it has that little caution, texture design that's put onto the round of the TNT. So what I do love about the jack-o'-lantern is the fact that it does look like a headlight. As if I can zoom in correctly, you can see the texture design range from different colors from orange to yellow and then up to white. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, in my opinion, it's actually really interesting because this texture pack is actually amazingly smooth. Like, I'm using it with Optifine, so imagine if you can actually use this thing. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have better laptops or PCs that can actually run Minecraft without having to use Optifine. So I highly recommend that you guys go full on with this thing. Go install MC Patch or patch this up and just use this texture pack. Give everything. Use this thing to its full potential. Have the best experience out of every texture pack that I've ever shown you. Unless you're like the kind of person like I am, you know, that doesn't have a laptop or a PC that's BC and it runs Minecraft between like the frames of 5 to like 20, then just stick with Optifine. This texture pack is actually compatible with Optifine. So right here we have the pumpkins, and like if it was farmed down to the ground, here's the wheat. The nether fence actually looks really interesting, and I do love the way the texture design is. And if you heard that little siren in the background, it's just a fire truck just passing by. Just a fire truck. What the fire truck? And right here we have the gate. And then a closer look at the obsidian. It's funny because the obsidian kind of looks like clay, like it's actually molten clay. Even though the clay is right here, then it's a little more, you know, lighter. It's still pretty interesting. So right here we have the portal, and it's actually looking really cool. It's like a distorted television. So let's check out the nether. So let's just let it load for a bit like I always let it do, and then we're good. So let me just fly around. Here is the nether. Look at this place. It's really smooth. Look at the different fire animation is given. The lava, it looks all molten, like it just barely came out of a volcano, like it's erupted. And of course mobs have not been changed, as you can clearly tell. As you can obviously tell, actually. I did have to change some settings lower just so I can, you know, maneuver around, kind of like, you know, show you guys a better way to just, you know, review the texture pack. But either way, this is the nether. It's actually really cool. You can actually look around. It's actually really bright. And the color designs are actually chosen perfectly, in my opinion. So let's check back at the actual world. That Damo 23 song is like stuck in my head. Sorry, that was completely random, but if you don't know what it is, go check it out. Either way, right here we have the wooden tree. This is the first wooden tree that we're always known for. Even the leaves, just check that out. And well, of course, zooming in isn't going to make you see the design like I was supposed to show it, but you can see like the little leaf texture designs that are actually put onto the, you know, the leaf blocks itself. Where here we have the spruce tree, then there's the birch, and then there's the jungle tree, along with the vines that actually look like they're gripped up, you know, like they're gripped, like actual jungle vines with what I'm trying to say, like, you know, like things that you would see like in Tarzan and like, I don't know, like Black Ops jungle scenes and all that stuff, like Battlefield, and I don't know what any other game that you see like a vine. It actually does give it that little feel. Let me just go a little closer so you guys can see it. You see it? You see it? Cool, right? Yeah, cute. So right here we have the sand, and then we have the ocean. What I do love about the ocean is the fact that it's a still movement, but you can see the little animation put in it. Let me zoom in dramatically with the Optifine, and you guys can pretty much see, you know, little movement designs put around it. It's actually really cool. I do love, you know, texture packs that always focus on, like, you know, texture designs like that. Like, that's actually, in my opinion, really interesting. So right here we have the lever and the redstone repeater. There's a glowstone, soul sand, glowstone, just so you know. Redstone torch, the power rail. Here's the furnace, which looks actually really cool. It looks more realistic. The GUI, unfortunately, has just, you know, been left the same. Right here we have the nether, the enchantment book, enchantment table, my mistake, but it still looks pretty cool. Right here we have the anvil that's mostly used, partly used, and then freshly new. It's actually really interesting how the mostly used and the partly used anvil is like, you can tell, like, you know, small portions of like lava or like molten feel, kind of like, you know, when you're like a blacksmith and you're just like welling on a damn thing and you just smack it with a freaking hammer and just go wha-bah! Well, yeah, that's pretty much like how it goes. So right here we have the jungle wood block that you get out of the actual jungle wood blocks. And then here's the emerald block, the emerald ore. Look at the emerald block, that's actually really cool. And then right here we have the ender chest. And then we have that one block that I always forget the name of. So GUI, like I said, hasn't been changed, but fonts has. As you can clearly see from right here, only the fonts has been changed, not the GUI. Which isn't so bad, it's actually really interesting. I mean, what would you expect? Like, this texture pack is already has enough for you to be like, you know, satisfied. Like, in my opinion, I'm more than satisfied. This texture pack is actually really cool, and it's actually very damn interesting. Where's the sun? Oh, it's over there. Okay, better speed this up, because, I mean, it's about to be nighttime here. So right here we have the snow panes around the gravel, and now let's check out the picture frames and the picture frame itself, and then the items that haven't been shown yet. You know, like leather pads, enchantment tape, you know, enchantment bottle of enchantment, I mean. Magma cream, music disc, mob eggs. Well, apparently I guess some of the things like that are just left alone. So right here we have the cobblestone wall, then there's the moss stone wall, then there's the pot, skeleton, creeper. So mobs were pretty much just left alone, even the Steve skin and the wither. And right here we have the beacon, which looks pretty cool. So it's becoming nighttime, and look at the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at that damn moon. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Look at the sun! Wow, look at that. That's actually really cool. It's actually very, very cool. I'm actually loving that sun detail. Look at that. Look at the way it's just becoming more circular. You can see a little berry, a little bubble around the thing. But look at the moon. So pretty much like I said, you know, mobs and stuff like that weren't changed at all. So let me just change the time back to, you know, normal. I can always change it back to the way it was. So right here we have the roses, the torches, the slabs, redstone torch. So here's your lighter color of wool, and here's your darker color of wool. As you can see in the texture design put in it, it's a lot more different. It looks a little bit more metallic rather than wool because of the little bullet points, like it looks like it screws. And of course I did forget to mention that these are the ladders. These are the ladders. So right here we have the slabs, and then we have the stairs. Here's a sign, and look at the water. The flowing water is actually very quickly. Maybe some frames will drop, maybe like a bit, not so much, but maybe just like 1 or 2. It shouldn't be that bad. So right here we have the cactus, and then right here we have the minecart and the boat. Texture designs were put into the boat, little miniature waves, kind of like the ones you would see like in SpongeBob kind of thing. And then even right here, the minecart has some like metallic feel to it, even the rail. Now let's check out the inside with your wooden pressure plates, levers, and trap doors. Look at the trap doors. You can't see through them, but it's actually really cool. And then your stone pressure plates on top of the moss stone, and then your wooden door and your iron door. It's kind of ironic because they both look like iron door, except the wooden door kind of looks like a glass, kind of like solid, thin glass. You can't see, you know, behind it, but you can see through it, something like that. But it's still pretty cool. Right here's another picture, again with the fire animation, lava, still lava, flowing lava. And then here's the redstone wiring, another picture, mushrooms, you know, your rails, your power rails, your piston. Sticky piston is always glitching out on me. I'm not too sure why, but I think I'm just gonna start putting it like right here so it doesn't like, you know, go crazy. So here's the glass panes. The cake's a lie. Whoa! Hey! This texture pack creator knows what's up. The cake is always a lie. Cake is always a lie. So right here we have the bed. I do love the way the bed is. Imagine having an actual blanket looking like this. You go to sleep, you know, like if you have a girlfriend, she thinks you're already like too addicted to video games, might as well get a blanket and prove her wrong, right? That's sarcasm. Of course you're gonna prove her right. So right here we have the, you know, little creeper blanket. I wish I could actually have one of those. That'd be pretty cool. And right here we have the cake, but the cake is always a lie, just like that picture right there. That's freaking awesome. That's actually really amazing that it has that even in there. So right here we have the chocolate cake. It looks all fudgy and stuff, but it's still a lie. So right here we have the enchantment, you know, the bookshelves, the enchantment table, the brewing stand, and the cauldron. Look at the water. It's always amazing. I actually do love this texture pack, you guys. It's actually really cool. Now right here we have the music player, okay? There's a difference between the music block and the music player. The middle bar is a lot more buffed out than this one. This one has 4 little stripes and this one has 3. So just so you guys know, even the chest itself has been changed, and the iron bars at the very middle have also been changed. So right here, armor wise, it doesn't look like armor has been changed. Well, besides the fact of the chain and, you know, the leather. I'm not too sure about the gold and the diamond, but I will show you guys that anyways. And let me see over here to see if anything else has been changed. Maybe just like the splash potions, they seem to be a little bit darker, but that's mainly it. So let's check out the items that I have not been showing you. Let's see. We'll grab the diamond, and then we'll grab the gold. Maybe the gold will be a little bit, maybe, you know, I don't know, changed differently. So let's check it out. Let's try out the gold. Alright, gold doesn't seem like it changed at all, so we'll just put that back in the inventory, and then we'll put on the diamond. Well, apparently the diamond itself hasn't been changed either. Well, anyways, you guys, hopefully you do enjoy this texture pack. I know armor and weapons weren't changed, and most default items weren't changed itself, but visually and environmentally, like I said, you'll actually enjoy this texture pack. I actually did enjoy it, and it's actually really cool. Well, anyways, you guys, hopefully you do enjoy this texture pack. Have a great week. Have a great weekend, I mean. Have a great Saturday. I'm trying to recover. I'm hoping to get well within like the next 4 hours. And yeah, anyways, you guys, thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot to me, guys. The fact that I'm almost close to 2,000, that's a freaking huge milestone. But the fact that I even have 1,900, I mean, not 1,000, wait, no, yeah, 1,950 subscribers, and a decent amount watch my videos. That's actually really cool. I'm actually really grateful for that. That's actually, you guys are actually really awesome for actually showing feedback, positive support, you know, like comments, likes, favoriting, subscribing if you haven't been, if you're new to my channel. And yeah, anyways, you guys have a good weekend. Be safe, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy this texture pack. Make sure to show us support. This texture pack is actually really cool, and damn, it's amazing actually, in my opinion. And yeah, peace out, you guys. Woo, whoop.